held my first gun in 7th grade. And 7th grade was just about gang life. And it was really just me trying to fit in somewhere, you know. In 8th grade, I was seen with a gun on the school. Left out of the house like I was going to school. And I was hiding perfectly in a mango tree for like 3 weeks, you know what I mean? Police were actually looking for me and some of the guys in the gang. And we just never knew how to talk to each other. And so moving back to Kingston with me, think could be something nice. And it became like one of the time I start wonder if I go hate my mother now. I got married to my longtime girlfriend in 2014. And 3 months after I got married, I decided to walk away from music. I got signed to Moby's Records, which was a local label in Clarendon. And there I got a very big song, and a song called Tax Everything at the time in 2013, which was being rotated and really like, you know, heavily. Thanks to Elise Kelly who took it up and so forth. 2014 I had another big song, but then in 2014 I decided to get married. You know what I mean? So I got married to my longtime girlfriend in 2014. And 3 months after I got married, I decided to walk away from music. With 2 very big songs, you know, with a label behind me, you know, with every interview outlet reaching out to me because of what's been happening for me, I decided to just walk away. And the reason for that was, at the time I was losing myself. I no longer knew how to function as Andrew. It was just Blaze. You know what I mean? I was losing myself, and I had a lot of negative influences around me at the time, you know, a lot of them type of people around me, you know what I mean? There's a particular night when I was with the guys that I normally go on the road with, and we have over like 100 guns around with that night. My wife at the time was pregnant, and I remember sitting there that night, and I said to myself, I said, bro, like, what if a shootout go on, or if police run in, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want this no more. Like, I don't want this no more. My wife had a lot of females because of the success. You know, music come with that, and she was very stressed out. This girl that come forward with me from like 2000 and like way back, you see me? It sounds stupid, because this is what I want and the success I forward, but then it's either my marriage or music. And I choose my marriage. I never see dancehall or work with that. I just choose my marriage and I walk away. Everybody say, oh, that boy is a madman. You see me? When I walk away, my manager was a drug dealer, you know, man. When I walk away from music, the man tried to kill me. You know? Yeah, man, I have to hide for like a year. God literally have me in hiding because them say I know too much. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, them send out a hit. Because me say I walk away from dancehall and go in a church. You see me? And remember, I have locks and them things that, you know, you see it. And how it even happened, my wife, I come from Mobile after 1 week, I mash up down at Mobile. So I go back to Mobile like, you know, I go back to Mobile Monday. And she said, babe, I want to go to a lady for prayer. I said, I just go for moral support, you see it. But when I reach at the lady, I don't know what going on. I hear she talk and I look on her and I see the earth. And I said, John, oh God. And I said, hear me, I said, bro, I could just go in a church. The same, so I look on her and tell her. I said to the lady, I said, listen, I said, my thing, I not just like the man with the road, they just walk in a church. My thing come with a whole heap, because I said, we're there in a drug network, you know, you see me? I don't know, easy thing. And she said, gotta go cover, gotta go protect you. I said, hey, protect me, I know the people, you see it? So the Sunday we go back to the lady and I say, yeah man, we're ready, you know, and thing. I give my wife a scissors and say, oh, cut off my locks. You see it? And she said, call your manager and tell him, say, I call G and tell him, say, yo, you know, so I don't know the music though, I show in the church and generally say nothing, him hang up. Fired him there at the time of the year that I do one of them drugs thing there, you see it? And I just get a call from one of the top Ray. And I said, oh, I go on with you, Angie. And I said, no, nothing I go. I just tell Charlie, say, done with this and that way I go done. And I said, hey, cool. Charlie put out a hit for my life, man. You see, I have to hide. I remember my wife pregnant, so I could have just go look at her. I have to literally hide. Then I house about 7 months. Can't go outside. None attack. I know it's a serious network. I'm there on it, you know what I mean? But true it, like, all I have is a Bible. We don't have a light, we don't have nothing. We have a half job, I'm full with water every day. My wife have to throw sugar in her and, you know, to keep up. With more time we don't have food. At the same lady, more time, you know, she fall down and buy like 2 grand worth of stuff for it. and them vibe they see it. One of the time we have a grocery. I remember one day we had no matches. We have a cold store where we use. And we had no matches and a $10 for a pack of matches and I can't find the $10 and I got up and even I can't find like me mean some no $10 no there. When I have to go for full the jump, like I have to walk half an hour with the empty bucket to reach the pipe. Full the bucket and walk half an hour, come back. And you know, so I take a couple buckets for full of jump. Yeah man, them things I go through. When like my wife reached 3 weeks before she have a baby, them do the ultrasound and so my daughter weighed 3 pounds. And I say, 3 pounds. And I said to God, I said, brother, you see how much thing man go through after a man walk out of the dance hall. And then you come tell me say 3 pounds, I pick me. I said, brother, me no want a 3 pound baby. 8 pounds and up. And that's 3 weeks before. I know so my daughter weigh 8 pounds 6 ounces. At the first sign that God showed me, say, yo, I'm real, you know what I mean? Yeah, and from this on, I don't stop trusting me, you see me? Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow. After your daughter was born, you felt safe enough to come out of hiding and stuff?
Yeah, it's like God really been in shock yesterday, see it? Like, you know, take him little time and start release me, you see me? Well, I go out as a gospel artist and thing, but the house where they are staying, you know, when my daughter born, when my daughter like 5 days old, them run me out of the house. 9 o'clock in the night in the rain. My daughter not be here till she had 2 weeks, you know. Cause we don't have big people around me for show shit and my wife afraid. She join her. You see me? Yeah, I'm not wrong her, general, like, yeah, we did afraid, we don't know what to do. She a tidy her, but she not bed till she had 2 weeks. We don't have a light in the room, so you see the night when the day when I take my daughter from the hospital, I have a little banger phone with a little flashlight on it. I don't know, we never know, so baby no fit in the darkness and then just born and them things. Brother, I have the flashlight for the longest night I go through in my life, you know, as I mean. Yo, at the first I ever want day, like, yo, I hold the phone till I want to cry. You see me? My wife now no food, so the milk now come out of her breast. So she a ball, my daughter a ball, me have a phone stay, so I say, Jesus Christ, what is now, God? You see me? And then them run me out of the house the following day, I tell them, blood. You see me? 9 o'clock in the night, I have to go to one of my church brother house, just pop up. My wife a cuss. You know that style she a cuss, but she don't cuss me hear. Yo, them can't stay. Tomorrow them have to cut in. Tomorrow I wake up, my daughter have 1 pampers and poo in it. And no pampers, we have to find something. It was like wonderful, you know, porous wonderful this over there. I remember me in a wonderful and I stay so I say, I walk and find a studio. I say, yo, here me I say, brother, I'm done with you and the church. I find a studio and you know, say, because I must be body artist up this. You see me? But you know, so right when I look for the studio and them thing they do, gotta use somebody for rent a place with the same day. And up to this day, you know, somebody rent a little place with. And boy, we are 1 bed. And up to this day, I don't know who that person to be. So while I say, I tell, because he tell him, I'm done with you and the church and this. Somebody actually hear about what go on and what we are going to and actually rent a little place with several grand feet. You see it? I get a job as a sideman on this truck for deliver for West Cinco. For the whole week of that alone, a 7 grand I go home with it. Buy pampers and rent a 7 grand and a whole heap of time my landlord cost. Just for 7 grand rent, you know. Yeah man, when I time I can't pay rent, I stay so I say, I bed me I go sell. I find one of them haberdashery there, them Indian haberdashery there and tell the G so I make bed. You see me? Yeah man, I my bed me I sell the money there. I say, brother, if you don't buy a bed today, I have a problem because landlord will kick you out in the 7 grand I want it for. I sell generally base and the mattress. So, in a good condition. I say, yo, so when we can get some more? I say tomorrow, but buy that one you know. Yeah, you see me? So after we sell it and go to bomb, get 7 grand fee, go pay landlord, we throw your clothes on the ground and sleep. You see me? Yeah man, them thing there. My daughter at 3 months, she was diagnosed with Bell palsy, so my daughter face had like a stroke-like thing, which today she still, you know, what I deal with same me. Transitioned back to Kingston in like 2016 and started working at like call centers and so forth. And you know, just have like a regular 9 to 5. Every time I work on call center, like them always are the top agent. But them always try to fight me out. But we just always know so we purpose bigger than, you know what I mean? Yeah, so we just do it as whatever it is still, but you know, that's been it.
Okay. You have transitioned into being a philanthropist. What caused that?
Me being from a tender age a selfless person. I've always been a very optimistic person. I've been through a lot Some of the stuff what we got through, people kill themselves for less than that, seeing where I was struggling with suicidal thoughts because of stuff that we're going through between 2020 to last year. I had like some of the roughest patch. Another time I owe my landlord 280,000 in a rent. When I was writing my book, I owe my landlord 280,000. I don't have no light, I don't have no water. You see me? And the day that I started to write my book, I was going to kill myself that day. Like, I swear. I sit down on the veranda and I say, bro, either I'm going to kill myself or I'm going to find a way out. I'm going to just take up a notebook and start writing. And that's how the book came about, The Power of Pain. I never have no money to publish the book. I never have no money to do nothing. When I tell them I'm going to have a book launch, like 1 week before I say I'm going to have the book launch, I don't know where the money I come from to do nothing at all. I still tell them that day that come out. You see me? Yeah, man, and I just faith do it, and it ended up forward out, come out, and the first 500 copy of the book I get me give it. Every time I meet somebody that try to sell a book, they tell them story, and I say, I don't have money to give about all the book here. Till I just find a 500 book gone. At first 500 copy I get me give it. Then I can't print back no more book after that. You see, up until like last year. Last year now I was doing, I was working and so forth. I had a nice little job in October. Last year was at 22. So October 2021 I got a job online. And I was doing my work and so, but the church that me and my family were attending, they owed rent. So every paycheck I get, I use it for pay off the church rent, for help the church, you know what I mean? And I have that job there between October to January. Every fortnight I get paid. Pay down the church rent. So I pay the church rent and I look past my own. You see me? Yeah. So January now, get my 2 paycheck in January, go to the church again. I lose my job after the last paycheck. Owe the landlord 300,000. Owe courts. So courts come take the furniture in February. Get a link of singer, get back some furniture. Still not get back no job. Singer come take back the furniture them the 28th of June last year. Landlord put me out the 29th of June and I lose my car the 1st of August. So I carry my daughter to summer school and we not there nowhere. And I get my daughter in a prep school at the time. With all of this, we don't live nowhere and nothing. I say, I'm tired of it because I know I want for. And safety for me, for my daughter, is something I take serious. So I want to get her in a prep school. So I transition my daughter out of this primary school system in a prep school with nowhere to live. With just lose my furniture and everything. Some people are saying I'm mad. That did kind of affect me for a few weeks till I see it. And I just decided I'm going to continue to push. And I just been pushing. So, a friend of mine, helped me to get some books printed. And I started walking in the parties, Uptown Mondays, every party I can think about. I start walk go everywhere and I sell my book them, try to sell books. But I sell and live. So when I sell like 3 books now, say, Jada go school tomorrow, right? You buy dinner for tonight, Jada get lunch money, so it's like you sell and live, so you nah see nothing out right, you see me? But then I walk in a party and I tell people, say, yo, I'm here write a book when them dance and smoke. A man I say, bro, I see people sell cigarette and weed, and I never see a man come in a party and sell a book yet. You see me? And then somebody introduced me to Jangas, Steve Urchin. He keeps a thing called Super Heavy Wednesdays at Jangas. I met him at Manor Park and he said, bro, I have a thing, and when you come at Jangas, I say, yeah man, I say, come tonight, I say, yeah man, I don't even know when name Jangas. But I don't tell him that, I just Google it, reach a Jangas, and so I have to big up Jangas, the whole Jangas team. You see me, Jordan. Jangas was the place where, like, the man, them allow me every night to come in, because them start calling me the book guy. I start go Jangas and sell my book every single night, night in, night out. But you sell for live. You see me? Sell and live. You sell and you live. A friend of mine rented a vehicle for me last year, October, a Honda Fit. Because I was trying to go around the island and sell some books. So he rent the car for me. He's the owner for Brescia. So Randy Mac. We've been classmates for the whole of high school, and him say, I rent a car for me. He rented from October to December. I have to big him up there, you see me? And the aim was to go around and sell books and the whole plan, for some reason, it no work, but him rent the car, me have the car I drive and we I tried it. I always believe say something will happen for me still, you see it. Remember says I wonder if it me lose last year now. When the rental up now, me I say God, you know say Christmas now, you know, me can't make me have one car. I drive from October and then Christmas come and I don't have a car to bring around my family go to a little place, you see it. Shell. Youths want come out of the ghetto, one bus. Like when you shout and the echo, the home shot a beat, no have no work. It a stress you up on the beat. Me put me flows and the met up. Life no sweet, and no rose and no catch up. Different hurdles every row where you step up. Fall enough time like a pro. So me get up, dry off, so me wet up. Tired, so me fed up. No, earth red now. Eating a earth, youths only in the streets now. Now go a church, say them, nah do farming. No hard work, but the life them a live, make them gone past dirt. In promoting my book on Instagram, I was doing my freestyles. So I would hold up the book and freestyle on Instagram, then that start go viral. I performed at Janga's in November, that went viral on TikTok and Instagram. So a band reached out to me from overseas, you know, we are come Jamaica, we love your freestyle and we are perform a sting. And we want you to perform. I say anything you say, we don't forward the link because people tell you anything. They come Jamaica and call me, and longer, you know, lo and behold, I actually performed that sting last year with the Bonafide band. You know, they're a band based in Las Vegas.
And you turn around and you just bro. I never knew that the day would come. I know, bro. When you would take my heart, drop it on the ground. Right now, why you wanna break my heart? Tell me from the start. Jah will help me find someone who sees me as I am.
Perform a sting and mash up sting with them, and January start and I say God, I want to do some work, I want that carrier. Me end up now come owe the girl for the car because he rented for a certain period. So me end up come owe about 115,000. But every week me I tell her I say me I buy the car next week. I don't know when I get the money from me, the one when it get serious now, I say listen, me I buy the car next week Thursday. So right off when I owe you, me I buy the car next week Thursday. Bro, me now have $1 in my name. Somebody want to buy the car, we have the money for PR. I say no man, I my car man, me I buy it next week Thursday. I know I meet a general in trying to get a permit because Bonafide want to come up to do some work. So me I try to find a way to get a work permit and somebody introduced me to, you know, to this guy. Meet him and go have the meeting about the permit, you know. And he must say, hold on, are the youth of the company Smart Jamaica with the book and read? I must say, you know, I watch it and you know, we just start have a conversation, we start showing what go on and and I say, can't do this and for me. Bang, bang, bang. I say, and then the girl that call same time. I say, how much she sell it for? I say, 750. I say, tell her if you come for the money Thursday. Thursday, I carry me go to the bank and pay the 750,000 for the car. I say, yeah man, so as much as you want to work, you know what I mean? I own the car, you see me? Yeah. You know, still trying to get books sold and all of that. This lady actually had paid for 1,000 copies for me. You know, so I had 1,000 books, hard copies that I've been wanting to sell. No book now sell, no, I don't know what to do. And I sit down and I say, God, you know, with everything I say, all of the videos that come out in the schools and so forth, the fighting them and this and that, I say, no, so I can't reach the youth them. Because I know my story, I know, so I've always been influential in my circle and to people overall. And so I'm going to start a school tour. I don't have no resources and them things they still see it. And originally, you know, the school tour was supposed to be me going into schools, you know, sharing my story with the students and so forth, and just asking the schools and teachers now for the support a copy of the book. So if you don't have 30 teachers and everybody buy a book, that was all me. So I'm not ask the school to pay me. You know, I wanted to make, like, for get support now from the teachers. So when I was coming up with the idea for the school tour, because me want to move some books, I need to sell books and them things there. But then I start going to the school them now, and I give the book them to the pitney them. Because them hear the story, them take on to me, everybody come for a book. I go over in the school and give it 200 book, boys day. Then I go over in girls day as the guest speaker, give it an next 150 book. Out of 1,000 book, you know, where you try to sell to make back money, you know. And I say, God no, God excel, so give a book. go there so give a book and I said, Jesus Christ, out of 1,000 book, God, me have 600 book left. Right now, I give it over $800,000 worth of books so far. But then how the youth them start take on to me now, I said, no, this bigger than me, you know? And that's how I came up with the Shell Save a Youth Foundation. Everybody call me Shell, you know, that's my thing. So that's how I came up with this whole thing, because going into the schools, so I realized I have some youth that the teacher them really right off, you know. No, they might not outright say it, but just attitude alone, you realize them set of youth, nobody didn't expect nothing from them. And them me I go for. So I make sure I tell them I'm not interested in the prefect them and the perfect youth them. They want them more. Wouldn't feel like nah come out to nothing. And my reason with them, I say, bro, nobody don't expect nothing from you. See, but if you don't work with me, I guarantee you that I'm willing to work with you right up to the point that I get all out in a college. If you're not serious. And that was how, you know, the Shell Save a Youth Foundation, you know, was birthed, you know, informally. You see me? Started a study group, I adapted over in high school because of, you know, the needs. And I started a CXC study group with some 11th grade youths who never go to class. I them have them school gang and I start every Wednesday CXC study group with them where I try to help them to pass some CXC. And I've been a help youth with lunch money with them little SBA financing. Donate books, my time, drive go over like 3 times for the week, gas or no gas, and still going to other schools. You know what I mean? Recently donated $30,000 to the Faith United Basic School. Is understanding your journey and purpose, you see, because we're selfish in the earth now. That's why a lot of things will happen right now. Nobody in really business about people again. We become so dollar driven where there's no value placed on an individual's life right now. It's all about the dollar and the dollar what me can have. And no business about you and your pain and your struggles, but because I don't have it, you know. I just remember singing at the furniture, I tell us general pay for a car, I don't tell nobody say somebody bless with some furniture. We need stuff. You get what I say? In the midst of all of that, you know, being married and you have to fight for your marriage, see me. I only go through mentally. I have some days I'm frustrated. But then I just understand my journey and know, so listen, if I go be the person where we can save some youth, one youth at a time, then I go look past my pain and my struggles and I go do it. My book them are dwindle down right now and I want some sale. But at the end of the day, for that I have to do and the sacrifice I have to make to reach out to the youth them, then I just have to do it and I have to do it. You see me? I understand say we all go through with different pain and with different stuff, but no matter how much bill you clear after today, it come back next month, you know. Struggles somewhat kind of reoccurring to as much as we don't want to admit it, because you overcome something today and new one fall back after that. So if we are going to constantly look past other people and helping other people because of we and what we are going through and the we this and the we that, but then we go up and within here and we say, God, I need you. So you know, feel like God's supposed to look past with you. If we are so selfish for only think about we and our struggle, then why we for ask God? Or why we feel like we have a right to go up and we need to ask God, God, I need a new car, God, I need a promotion, God, I need this. So you know, feel like you can be selfish and show God, say, here and God, I do this, and I don't have it, I do this. So I ask you know if you do something. I the belief I'm having a God in there. So I'm a fool or crazy, I'm crazy or whatever. I just have a different belief in a God. You see me? Yeah, we have to show Him faith without works is that. You see me? You have to exercise faith. You know what I mean? Yeah. The power of pain is being a motivation while needing to be motivated. Inspiring while needing to be inspired, you know, helping while needing help, you know what I mean? That is really the power of pain. It is doing good when good isn't the easiest thing to do, you know what I mean? Giving somebody $10,000 that you have no use for isn't a sacrifice. Giving someone $10,000 that you need because of their need is a sacrifice. That is the power of pain. We need to go back to that place where we build brothers keeper. The same good when me want for my daughter, why I take her from primary to prep, the same good I'm supposed to want for your next youth. You get what I say? The same promotion where you want, the same elevation where you want, you're supposed to want it for your friend. You know, we're selfish, you know. So I think about the crime rate and I blame Andrew Wellness and I blame Andrew Wellness not kill nobody. You see me? Are we indirectly, you know? Our selfishness and our selfish ways are cause all of this fear go on. So we just need to fix we and our circle end up go fix and then our circle can fix our circle and so it will take time to fix. You see me? go back to the village raising the child. You see, the village you know and push out the pitney. You see, we need to go back to them thing there. So as I say, follow me on Instagram, shell_save_youth, blaze_shell. Reach out to me, you know what I mean? And pray for me too, you see it? Shell.